My promise to you, Steph, is that I will be hungry for more.
Good afternoon.
Bonsoir tout le monde.
The Creole is going to be amazing. I already know. As Pastor Gary said, I too want to be Haitian. I'm half Jamaican. I always say "ça passe," and I expect to hear
Naboulé.
"thank you." But my name's Andrew, and I'm so excited to share with you a little bit about what I've come to learn of Stephen.
Non pas c'est André, Andrew. Moi venu pour me parler de quelques bagages que moi apprendre de Stéphane.
I didn't, like a lot of you, had this incredible privilege to know him. I never got the chance to know him.
Moi pas gain possibilité pour me connaître tant que nous-mêmes gens nous connaissons. Mais franchement, moi souhaiter que me reconnaître monsieur.
But as I've been sitting with the family, as I've been hearing the stories, I feel like I know him.
Mais pendant que me chita avec famille, il a raconté une histoire monsieur, moi senti que moi connais lui.
And if I'm hearing correctly, if I'm listening with an open heart, everything that I'm hearing is pointing me to the cross.
Et franchement, tout ça m'entendait yo, ni l'aime chita avec parents monsieur, ni ça m'entendait jodi yo tout pointé vers la croix.
So I promise I won't be too terribly long. I want to share a couple of scriptures, and I was going to share some stories, but they were already shared. And then we're going to pray together. Is that okay?
Moi pour maintenant que me pas prêter en pile. M'a seulement partager quelques scriptures, écritures, et parce que toute histoire qui me t'a raconter nous tendez yo déjà. So moi pas prêter en pile ensemble avec nous.
John 11:25. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live.
Dans Jean chapitre 11 verset 25, il dit Jésus dit lui, c'est moi-même qui levé moun mourir. C'est moi-même qui baille la vie. Moun qui mette confiance dans moi, yo gain pour yo vivre même si yo rive mourir.
It's crazy to me that on Stephen's birthday, he made the commitment to fully give his life to the Lord. That blows my mind.
Et nous apprenons que dans jour fête monsieur te prend décision pour accepter Jésus comme sauveur et Seigneur. Son bagage remarquable, incroyable, mais il te fait quand même.
That he experienced the power of salvation and the mercy of the cross.
Li expérimenter et pouvoir et saluant et il te fait expérience avec la croix Jésus-Christ là.
And as I was thinking about Stephen's life and his walk on the earth, I started to think about how Jesus viewed Stephen.
Et pendant que m'ta pensé à histoire monsieur et façon qu'il lui-même était vivre et moi viens penser comment Jésus lui-même t'a utilisé Stéphane.
Because if there's anything that I know about Jesus every time you look in the Bible and he crosses somebody that was lame or that was blind or that was injured or that was hurting, he always had compassion.
Et nous, ouais, Jésus, lorsqu'il t'a vécu sur la terre, quel que soit le monde qu'il a rencontré, même les gens qui étaient aveugles, les gens qui étaient boités, les gens qui étaient bébés, il t'a toujours montré compassion pour eux.
These are just with the things that Jesus saw in the physical. Can you imagine how much compassion Jesus has for those who are suffering things that can't be seen?
Jésus dans le corps physique moun sa yo, li te wè besoin yo. Est-ce que vous pouvez imaginer yo qui ça li te kon wè tout en dedans yo, ça qui t'a passé en dedans yo que ni moi ni vous pas capable wè.
And it gives me this incredible hope as we've been hearing today.
Et c'est ça qui bon espoir ça que n'a attendé aujourd'hui.
That we don't have to grieve like the world grieves.
Non pas besoin crier tant que et monde là crier
Because I know that currently now,
parce que me connais kounya la même.
in this moment right here,
Dans moment ça là,
Stephen is rejoicing with the
Stéphane
King
a réjoui.
of compassion in this very moment.
oh oui, dans moment ça même Stéphane a réjoui avec Seigneur ya dans ciel là.
His godfather, Perry, shared an amazing story about how he taught himself how to ride the bike.
Nous voyons comment parrain ni te partager une histoire.
I got to admit, I was a little bit shocked to hear because I was planning on sharing that story.
Et franchement bon, et m'te qu'étant écrit que m'd'après le partager histoire et puis parrain nan pral nan même.
But there was something in that story that I just have to highlight.
Mais il y a un bagay dans histoire que m'ta remè dit quand même.
That despite the limitations that he may have had in this world,
Malgré limitation que il te gagné dans monde ça,
he never wanted to give up.
il pas jamais bay les gains.
That despite whatever he didn't have,
Quel que soit ça que il pas de gain,
he had this endurance
il te gagné une endurance.
that if he put his mind to something,
Depuis il mettait pensée sous lui,
he could do it.
l'a fait quand même.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he teach you, Nay, how to ride a bike?
Et
Okay.
corrigez-moi si me fait faute. Naïsa, est-ce que c'est pas fort qui te montre comment pour conduire bicyclette? Il te fait ça pas vrai?
Oui, oui.
She just had to say it in Creole. I love it.
Oui.
Oui. And there's another story that highlighted his determination.
Et il y a une autre histoire encore qui moi voulais partager ensemble avec nous dans l'histoire.
I heard it from his sister.
Moi attendais seul il te dit.
There was a point in Stephen's life where he found himself a little bit larger than he wanted to be.
Et c'est comme moment dans la vie monsieur était venu ouais que il était trop gros, il était commencé trop gros.
Has anybody been there?
Is that right? Okay.
Is anybody there now? Don't answer. Don't answer that question. And Nay was sharing with me. She said, "Man, I watched this kid every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eat salad with sardines."
Et les monsieur te vinn senti comment il te commencé gros, il dit on pas quitter ça arrive même. So pour plusieurs jours, plusieurs semaines, monsieur seulement manger sardines avec salade. Ni dans lunch, ni dans breakfast, ni lunch, ni dans dîner. Malgré et dire après sauce pointe après la caille là, monsieur dit m'pas manger bagaille ça yo. Ça c'est moi qui mettais.
You must have added something on that thing. It pointed out to me that there was something in Stephen that was cut out of the character of God himself.
Et ça fait me sentir que gon bagaille qui était sorti dans le caractère bon Dieu qui était en dedans monsieur.
That when there's a joy or something you're looking forward to set before you, you can endure.
Et monsieur te gon bagaille dans lui malgré li même il était capable de propre petit problème pâle mais il était toujours porté la joie en dedans que l'autre monde.
To me, that sounds like the character of Jesus.
Et franchement, c'est comme ça oui, Jésus était tout. Il était toujours porté consolation dans la vie de l'autre monde.
I just want to say a few things to the family. Nay, you stole the words right out of my mouth. When I was in your seat 5 years ago, having suddenly lost a younger brother, I couldn't speak about him in the past tense.
Mais 5 ans de cela, moi t'ai vivre même moment que je vivre là. Et franchement, l'homme t'a parlé de lui, moi pas capable de parler de lui dans le passé.
The bond that you had with your brother is a bond that you have with your brother.
Connexion ça ou gagner ensemble avec frère là, c'est même connexion ça qui me gagné avec pam non tout.
And Mama,
Maman,
this is an incredible woman.
ouais dame ça, son dame incroyable liée. Son dame spéciale qu'elle est. Son maman acquis, son maman spéciale qu'elle est.
I remember being in your home
Moi songe lorsque m'entré en caillou.
moments after you got the worst news of your life,
Moment après entendre que petit garçon parlait encore.
and we were sitting in silence.
Et nous te chita en silence.
And then from your kitchen,
Et pendant dans la cuisine non,
I heard the words,
moi entendais mot ça yo.
I love you, Lord.
I love, moi aimer au Seigneur.
Las promos las encuentras.
Que était très bas moralement.
And I believe
Et moi quoi?
that all of heaven,
Et tout ciel là,
including Stephen,
et Stéphane tout,
was watching you
et t'a regardé ou,
choose to worship
yo t'a chanté ensemble avec
when
ou.
you shouldn't have been worshiping.
Et ou t'a pendant qu'on t'a bail bon Dieu gloire.
You
Dans le moment
chose
qu'on
to
pas
give
doué
God
bail bon Dieu
praise.
gloire. Mais on te levé mais on.
When nobody should be praising.
Dans le moment
Mama.
ça où t'as bail bon Dieu gloire.
Mama, to me,
Maman regarde bon ton bagay.
that is the heart of God in you.
Ça c'est que bon Dieu même qui en don.
And Mama,
Maman bon dire
that same heart
ouais que ça,
you put in your daughter
li gagne petite fou la gagne tout
and you put in your son.
et petit toi, petit garçon même l'elle pas la gagne tout.
Dad,
Papa,
I was praying for you this morning,
matin moi t'a prié pour vous.
and I feel like the Lord gave me this for you.
Moi senti que bon Dieu mettait parole ça en dans cœur pour me partager ensemble avec vous.
When your son left this earth,
Les petits garçons non quitté terre ça,
he ran into the arms of Christ.
regardez, il courait tout droit dans bras Jésus.
In that moment,
Et dans un moment,
everything was reconciled.
tout ça t'est fait t'es réconcilié. Réconciliation totale t'est faite dans jour ça.
Your son
Petit garçon non,
ran into the arms
regardez, il courit rentrer
of the forgiver.
dans bras si là qui pardonner.
And what he leaves behind
Ça le quitter derrière,
is forgiveness.
c'est pardon.
You gave him something so special.
Ou ba li un bagay qui était très spécial.
You gave him life.
Ou ba la vie,
You gave him his name.
ou ba li non li,
And you uniquely gave him something that wherever he goes, people know who he is because of who you are.
et ou ba li un bagay qui très unique. Quel que soit côté li aller, moun te connaît qui est lié à cause de ou même. Luko désir.
That again points me to the cross.
Yes. Et ça prend thème vers la croix aussi.
Because your Father in heaven
Parce que papa ou qui dans le ciel là,
gives you life,
li ba ou la vie,
gives you a new name.
li ba ou un nouveau nom.
And wherever you go,
Et quel que soit côté où aller,
on earth and in heaven,
Hello. My name is JJ. I have Chris and Nick and the other Nick with me. This is kind of hard, so bear with me here. I'll go first. Thank you. You're welcome. I met Steph when I was in the second grade. I grew up with him, and I could have never asked for a better friend to grow up with. He was my brother, and somebody stole my line by talking about his smile. I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it. Stefan was everything. He was funny. He was so kind, and he helped me out through a lot during my childhood. And he was a light in some of the darker times in my life, and I'm forever grateful for that. There's so many good memories to think about for Steph, especially when we were kids. We would find like a $10 bill on the floor and blow it all on Burger King, say it was the best day ever. Or when we made our YouTube debut with a video called Boxing Jits. You can't find it anymore. I'd still look to it to this day. It was just, I don't know. I love Stefan, and I'll forever miss him. And may he rest in peace. Yeah. You want to say something?
Hi, my name's Chris. I like to be considered his best friend recently. I took JJ's job afterward. Sorry, JJ, but I was with him pretty much every day after 6th grade. We had every class together except PE, because I'm not as good as looking as he was or as fit, but we had every class together, and I was a shy kid, very shy. But Stefan, he could just, like you say, go into a room, smile, bigger than anything else, and he would just make you his best friend right then and there. And yeah, I can't put into words how much I'm gonna miss him and how much he affected everyone's lives here today. Sorry. Stefan had a hard life, like everyone else, you know. But he didn't show it. He showed up every day, whatever it was, gave it his 110%, big smile on his face. We were there for him, I like to think. We loved him. I for sure gave him the clothes off my back, my food off my table, and stuff like he did as well. That's how close we were. But what he really needed was not love from us, but love from his mother and father. That's what he really needed. And I love him. I always will be. And yeah, may he rest in peace.
Hi, Nick. I'm not that big of a speaker, so it's not going to be as long as Derek is. For example, I don't even know how far I should hold this microphone. But I remember when I met Stefan. Actually, I never had a class with him. I met him walking home from 6th grade. And I was walking home on one side, and on the other side, I saw 3 of my friends from my English class. And trailing behind them was a tall figure I'd never seen before. So I did what any responsible 6th grader did. Jay walked across the street, and I said, "What's up?" And I walked home on that side of the street. And there was one moment where We got a little bit of trouble, and two of the guys hid behind me and Stefan to laugh because getting in trouble was so funny. And we continued walking home. They turned in their complex, and it turned out me and Stefan lived in the same complex. So head nods, walking on the hallway turned into staying up overnight, playing Xbox, chilling in the garage, watching TV, getting him fruit punch when he sprained his ankle at trampoline park. And I'm glad to say that even though I started out as being mistaken for his brother, I'm glad I can call him an actual brother. Yeah. Rest in paradise, Luca. I love you.
Hello, everyone. I'm the other Nick, and I actually met Stefan through Nick. We used to walk home in 8th grade, and it turned out all three of us lived in the same community. And it's kind of interesting because I've honestly never really forgot how I met Stefan, and now I think I'm never going to forget that moment. I think Stefan was just honestly a quality man. I would like to say, and it seemed like he was a very proud man. I know he obviously went through his hardships, but I think he's just doing better now.